All right, it's Dirty Old Patch, and I'm gonna start working on this knife. I'm gonna put these scales on it, and the chickens are gonna tell us how to do it. But anyways, I gotta get this other rivet cut. I have this old bayonet it was de-milled bayonet that I got to get the handle off of it. I'm gonna try to get that in there. It's a little bit too thick. What did I do with that this old kitchen knife? This will probably do better. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna put that. We got some extra pieces here. There we go. Okay, so I cut this piece of this buckle, which is a brass buckle. I cut it off, and it's got this little bevel, so I'm gonna have to put a bevel on this side so it looks right. But I used a hacksaw. To cut it. So what I'm going for is trying to see. I guess the bevel would be better like that. I'm just going for a guard about like this. So I don't got a lot to work with. And I need to try to grind that in on this side and then put a groove so I can slide it up on there and it'll set right in there just like that. So I guess I have to go back out to the shed and grind that bevel in there and probably just cut this in with a Dremel, maybe. I don't know. It's got to be that thick to go on there. This is going to be the hardest part. All right, so here's where I am with the guard I'm making out of this was the piece of that. So now I got to drill some holes in here and try to get it to fit over that. This is the hardest part of the whole thing. So that's where I'm at. I'll be back in a few. All right, so I drilled some holes in there. Now I'm gonna put it in the vise and try to cut it out the best I can from the back side. All right, thanks for watching. We'll just piece this video together. All right, well, we're getting there. We gotta get it on there a little bit. We're getting there. Just gotta do a little bit more fine tuning. Okay, so here we go. I got the guard to slide up on there. And then now we're going to work on putting the scales on here. So we're gonna have to work on that. That one's probably go on this side. Or maybe it should go like this. Actually, it's gonna go like that. So that's kind of what we're looking at. On that side, and then this one will be on this side. And we're gonna have to square everything up. So we're looking at something sort of like that. pretty different. But we're gonna smooth all this out, kinda. We're gonna get this to fit in here. It's gonna be a lot of work still. All right, dirty old patch. Probably gonna take a break. Well, this is where we are so far. Got everything stuck on there real quick, and then I got it sanded down a little bit, but I need to straighten it up a little bit. But it looks like a damn Indian knife now. Looks like something that a cowboy would carry, or maybe an Indian. Daniel Boone's knife. Pretty cool. I'm gonna make the sheath for it out of that big piece of leather right here. So the sheath, I don't know which way I'm gonna go with that. Probably gonna be the black side out, but there's plenty of room there for a nice sheath. Probably gonna go with it like that. Probably go this way. Cut that off. Make that be the sheath. Perfect for this size knife. Heavy duty sheath. And we'll just cut that in there. We'll rivet this together. It won't take long to make the sheath. And we'll use one of those, we'll use one of these for the strap somehow. We could cut this piece off and this piece off. Let me see. Might be adjustable strap. We'll figure it out. A double snap strap. There we go. We'll have a double snap strap. That'll work. Super strong. Super duper. Okay. And then that'll be inside of there. We'll figure it all out when it's all done. All right, it's dirty old patch. So I got the knife pretty much finished. It's got a little crack right there, but it doesn't go where the rivet is. That crack was there the whole time. And I got a nice fit on these. I got a nice little guard. The blade cleaned up pretty good. It's pretty cool, huh? It's elk again. So now we're gonna make the sheath. So I need to, first thing I need to do, that's pretty nice right there, but it's too thick. So I'm just gonna have to cut that off. I'm gonna have to cut that with these big old shears. There we go. And now, let's figure out how big of a knife we got here. I'm gonna say, I like it because it's got those, because it's got that. I'm gonna say about that long. I'm gonna say about this long. Just like that. That'll be the front of it. Well, let's check this out. The knife's gonna go in there, just like that. So we need to cut that off. Looks like a sheath. It looks like a sheath to you. Maybe we should come up here a little bit more. pretty decent. Let me check something. Let's grab this sheath. It's almost identical to that. Perfect. Okay. Now, let's try to mimic that same cut. This is how the Indians did it. I don't know. All right. We got a pretty big handle. Let's see that handle. So this knife's gonna go in there. Gonna go right there. The handle's gonna come up to there. So we need to cut this thing. Actually, we could flip it around this way. Now we're gonna flip it this way. Gotta lay this out. We don't need that piece, right? Yeah, we do. Just gonna try to get this on the camera. A little bit more. I'm gonna cut it. Just gonna cut it right here. Pretty much uses the whole belt. All right. So now we put that on there, and this folds around and sticks right there. The knife goes in there just like that. And that'll be a dandy knife sheath. All right. So I'm gonna pause the video and look for some more parts. All right, so I got this leather belt, and I was gonna try to unravel it to get this leather out of here to sew it together. So I guess the best thing to do is just cut it off right here. See what happens. See how it works. It looks like it just unravels, but how long are these pieces here? Well, that's what I don't know. So I'll save you the time and I will pause. All right, so I got one piece off of there, and it's about, let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, it's about 4 feet long. So we're just gonna go with that and see how it works. But now we have to, I need to find a rivet, some rivets for this. So I'm gonna pause it again because I know I had some. All right, I couldn't find a rivet. So what I'm gonna have to do is, I'm just gonna have to punch the holes in this one and then mark them on this one and then go and punch them on that one. So that's how we're gonna have to do it. So here we go. We're gonna have to figure this out. Oh, we already messed it up. This has got to go. It's gotta go right there. I'm gonna go right next to this line. Okay. I'm gonna go right next to this line. Actually, maybe we should go right on the line. Okay, that one didn't quite go. Let's see what's going on with that one. Oh, it just didn't pop out all the way. So I got a pretty good line going there. I'll let you see it later when I finish. All right, so I got the holes punched for my custom homemade sheath there. Maybe I should come up one more. I think I should come up one more, give it a little room down there. So that's what I'm gonna do. And maybe I can level it out a little better. I'm gonna go right there, and then one straight across from it, which is gonna be a little close. Right. Let's see. There. Okay, so there we go. Now we have to poke them through this to get them to line up. So I need to put something through here to hold it. So I have that one. Need to get, what do I do with those clamps? Maybe these little clamps will help. Yeah, let's try that. That should hold it. Hold it right in place. Let me get it straight. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna clamp it like that. Actually, that's just how that's gonna be, huh? So that's gonna end up like that. It is what it is. Let me grab that other clamp. Start off down here and get it lined up. And get it lined up. Actually, needs to be able to get the crimper in there. Put one right there. We'll put one right there. See how it works. I think I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start on this one. There's one. Two. Uh-oh. This thing's messing up. You gotta keep it moving it around. But I'm gonna go ahead and pop these holes. Okay. I got the holes all the way around. So now I can take this off. And I think I need to start down at this end and figure this out. Oh, it's gonna be a tight one. I'm gonna kind of make it easier on myself. Oops. I think this is the worst one. This is the one I tried to punch 2 holes. Once I get this through. Let me see if I can get a hold of that. Gotta get it through there. Okay. Now we gotta figure out what the heck we're doing and make it even. There we go. All right. So we need this one to go through here. All right, so I guess we're gonna go ahead and do it like this. I'm gonna stitch it like that. And then this one needs to twist and come around like that. But I don't know what we're gonna do when we get to the end. We'll do another one. It's going to take some time. It's going to look good though. All right, so I got it up to this point, and I cut a little spot right there, because that's how I got my guard. Now I'm going to sew it up here a little bit. So we'll see how that goes. All right, so I made the sheath. Pretty cool. There's the knife. Let's zoom out here. It's pretty heavy duty, man. I kind of want to put that strap on there. I'm gonna have to figure that out. I need to figure out what I need to make that strap. Let's see. Got it all. That's all finished. Now I gotta edit this big long video. Tell me what you think. It's dirty old patch. This is the finished knife. This is dirty, tired old patch. This took a lot of work, but I think it looks pretty cool. This is the belt that I got from the flea market, and this is the other belt that I took apart. And this is the knife I got from the flea market. This was part of the belt. This is a pretty tight snap. This was a $1 knife. There's $10 worth of stag on here. And that little piece right there was part of the belt buckle from this belt. And I think it came out pretty good. It's got a nice little guard. Pretty good. The only thing is that this part right here is pretty tight. You really gotta pull it around to get it on there, but it should stretch. So tell me what you think. I went with stag. I need a drink. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy it.